I'm Faye, a brand and web designer dedicated to helping small business owners. And today I'm just running through the 8 most important elements that you need for a strong visual identity. Alright, so first of all, before you even get started, you're going to need a strong brand strategy. It's going to be your mission, your vision, your values, your target audience, and an understanding of your competitors too. I'm a firm believer of a good visual brand really needs a strong understanding of your business. So yeah, that is definitely a first. Once you have that figured out, it's important to have a good logo, but not just a good logo, a whole logo suite that gives you more room for versatility. So most importantly, you're going to probably want a logo that fits in more horizontal sections, some for more vertical spaces, and then one for smaller spaces. Between those 3 lockups, you're going to probably have everything you need. But it's always better to have more versions of your logo that are true to your brand so you can have more versatility. Next up, you're going to definitely want a color palette. That's number 3. So you're going to need at least one primary color. This is usually a little bit of a bolder color that really represents your business. And in addition to that primary color, you're going to want lights, darks, and accent colors to support that. Typically, I recommend no more than 5 colors. So in every brand design I make, I usually stick to 5 colors. Next up, number 4 is a typography kit. So that's going to be 2 to 3 fonts that well represent your business. You're going to want a font for your headers, for your body sections, and then sometimes you'll have like a subtitle in a different font. That's not necessary, but that is an option. Next up is photos and imagery. I guess you can throw mock-ups and illustrations in here too. These photos and mock-ups and illustrations should well represent your brand's message and what you stand for. And in addition, you should make sure that it's always consistent in style. So you can choose to always have a pop of your brand's colors in the photos, or if you have an illustration style that you use consistently for your brand, that's something to make sure that you always have in mind. But yeah, definitely have good photos and imagery for your brand. Next up, and I feel like this is very slept on, is patterns and textures. I really believe that a good pattern can make or break a brand. This kind of accent really helps people recognize your brand, even if your logo's not super obvious. Just make sure that it's not too chaotic. You don't want a cluttered look. So yeah, patterns and textures. Next up is icons, symbols, and shapes. You want to have icons, or at least a style of icons, that is very true to your brand. This really helps with increasing your brand recognition if you use them consistently, and honestly, they kind of make things a little more interesting in your designs. Instead of just using rectangles, you might use a shape that's very unique to your brand. Either way, just make sure that it really represents your brand's identity and it's cohesive with the rest of your branding. Lastly is animated logos and motion graphics. I'm sorry, but a good motion graphic is always going to do it for me. They're super eye-catching, and honestly, I just feel like they really bring your brand to life. Just make sure however you do it, it enhances and doesn't distract from the content you're creating. So yeah, those are the 8 most important things that your visual identity should have. And then once you have that, just stay consistent always through every touch point. Having a brand is literally one of the most important things you can do for your business. It helps people recognize you in a crowd of other people doing the exact same thing as you, and it really simplifies your decision making. With a brand, you always know exactly how you're going to present yourself to the world, and you don't really have to think twice about that. So yeah, if you're interested in elevating your own brand, definitely reach out. Through my website, there's a form, a work with me form. Just fill that out and I'll get back to you. Hopefully we can work together. If not, I really hope that your brand does well. Anyway, you have a great day.